Religious individuals attempt to make an exact copy of themselves through sexual and religious proselytizing. Much like crazy-haired Willy Wonka, religious people felt that the only way to continue the religion was to take their children or the youth and make them exact copies of themselves. The first example of this is in colonial bestiality. My name is Ebenezer Shoemaker, and I feel that children are a valuable substance and they must be handled with care so as to be brought back from the grips of chaos. I feel that without my careful guidance in religious and sexual practices, they'll end up buggering chaos, and that ain't good. By ensuring that their children and the youth in general followed normal sexual practices and did the religious things that Ebenezer and his cohorts did, they could ensure that the Puritan religion continued on just as they wanted to. The continuation of the Navajo people also relied heavily on the duplication of the youth. Through their ceremonies, they enforced both religious and gender roles. Wingapo, my name is Souls with Eagle, and my tribe, through its initiation rites with young women, both ensure that they understand their sexual gender roles and ensure the proliferation of the Navajo tribe through rites and ceremonies. Through these ceremonies, Soaring Eagle and his tribe can make sure that even with the threat of the white man invading North America, he knows that his tribe will understand, just as he does, exactly where each individual fits. The Shakers, with their movement towards sexual abstinence, also implemented forces that would help them to keep the religion going. In an attempt to have everyone think in exactly the same line as the first Shakers, they emphasized to an extreme degree sexual abstinence in a way to control them so that the Shaker religion would remain the same throughout the entirety of time. An important fact to note with the Shakers is that through control of sexual activity, the Shakers also controlled the population. Not only was sexual activity highly sought after by teenagers and what have you, sexual activity led to procreation. So through that, they could keep the Shaker population exactly where they wanted it to be. Again, we see the control of sexual activity with Humanae Vitae and Pope John Paul VI telling kids, well, the youth, about contraception and marriage and proper sexual activity. I am Pope John Paul VI, and by issuing my decrees in the Humanae Vitae, I can tell the children of Catholicism how exactly sexuality and marriage is to work. In this manner, I can use my religion to make sure that these people carry out the faith in exactly the way I and other authoritative members of Catholicism would do it. A more recent example of this proselytizing is apparent in Jerry Falwell in his not novel but book Listen America. He uses his religion to tell the children, the youth of America, what they should and should not be doing. Hey there, religion nerds. Jerry Falwell here. I'm here to talk to you using fundamentalism in the Bible as a backbone. And what I'm telling the youth of America is that they're all wrong and they've got it wrong, and I'm going to tell them exactly how to do it. Marriage is between a man and a woman. Sexual activity should be between a man and a woman for procreation. No homosexuality, no bestiality, no homo McNomo, nothing, boy. Using this, I can make sure that the youth of America carries on in the grand tradition of fundamentalism. As is evident through all the examples I've provided, the entire reason for sexuality and religion in a teaching and proselytizing manner is to create an army of drones, an army of people that will carry on the religion or the tribe or the idea in exactly the same fashion as the founders did. Bang.